good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his...
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First play and a first pass for Murray. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
On first down, right back to Etienne. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And, Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Down to the 22-yard line. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Burrow on 3rd down. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Back to the ground with Etienne. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. Now it's Murray. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The Bears at 9-5 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Murray now. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Now Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow, letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
11 coming.
Etienne is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He finds Wilson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing again, Murray. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard
line. On play action, it's Murray. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. On the move past the 40. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 50, the 30. 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with, and they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. To throw is Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ace! Hey! Omaha!
Play fake. Murray. Gonna look deep for Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Here we go.
11. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Etienne up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Slot man moves right. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Murray going to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back in the 36.
Anthony Walker, given that O-line fits, he gets in there to drop him.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
11.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Romeo Doubs
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Murray now on first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting it?
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more.
And my goodness, another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
The Bears 27-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears 7.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
11.
Play action. It's Burrow. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Going deep downfield for Ross. And now here is another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
11. 12.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
12. 11. 11 empty.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On second down, ETN once more. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow, third and long from his end zone. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on third down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Here we go.
At the 16-yard line.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. On third down, here's ETN. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a wrap. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. but he could not pull it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been because it's been an all-around game for him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
George Karlaftis.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.